Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. The Honey Monster is going for a hat, apparently. And you've got the Rhino here. I've got my, oh, you can't even see it. Here, I was wearing it the wrong way. Let me put on my Carlsberg lanyard, because it has a bottle opener on it.
Ooh, wow, you got a lot of garbage, eh? They just throw crap at you. Here, take a lanyard with a bottle opener on it. What is this? There's a lanyard.
It doesn't work very well either.
Yeah.
I used to have my badge at work hanging off of it, so when I bartended, I had a bottle opener even if I forgot my other one. But this bottle opener fucking sucks. Anyway, I opened up the beer already because I'm an idiot. But this is the Waterloo Traditional IPA.
Yes, more IPA. I love IPAs.
But it's from Waterloo. The Brick Brewing Company.
Oh.
That does Red Baron.
Oh, Red Baron's fucking horrible.
Hey!
What?
Anyway.
Not the German fighter pilot, the beer.
Hey!
The German fighter pilot's okay.
So we're doing Waterloo Traditional IPA. This is their newest beer out. 5.2% alcohol. Again, it's supposed to be a traditional IPA, so I'm expecting, well, for it to be a traditional IPA, it should be fairly hoppy, it should be fairly dark. Really, this is the thing that I find funny when people write traditional IPA on things, okay? Nobody actually does a traditional IPA right. If you're going to do a traditional IPA, you should do an IPA that sits in a barrel for a couple months. Because a traditional IPA went on a boat in a barrel from England to India.
Should just be like, you know, you put it in a barrel and then you put it in, like, just basically a hammock, and then every once in a while you just kind of do this to it. And then you make noises at him. Arr, arr.
Pirate beer?
Arr.
Well, no, an IPA was what was an India Pale Ale was brewed for India,
And
it was brewed in England for India. So when you say traditional IPA, what I'm expecting is something that's been aged in a barrel for months, maybe with some seawater splashing on it every once in a while.
By the way, how many
The
people
occasional
would you,
rant.
when you say IPA, think, other than if they're looking at what's called Keith's, because it says on like India Pale Ale, most people hear IPA, they're like, yeah, it's just IPA. They don't actually think it's something.
Yeah.
They don't think there's actually like it's like an acronym. They're like, yeah, IPA. That's the kind of beer. So people are stupid.
But it's Keith's.
Bottom line,
it's
yes.
Canadian tradition from India.
So here we are with our 5.2% alcohol IPA. It's not as dark as it should be, but it hits the genre.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. This should be. I don't know. Maybe. I like the unfiltered IPAs.
Yeah.
I really like the bits in it, like the Bone Shaker.
I like the color though. Truthfully, I mean, for something coming from the Brick Brewing Company, it looks the part.
Well, something that's apparently been in a barrel at sea for 3 months, then yeah, we've got a good color.
If it was in a barrel for 3 months though, at sea, it should be a little darker.
Yeah, you'd think.
He's taking a siesta.
It's a nice
South
color.
of the border.
It's a nice color. It has some nice head. The head has some good retention. It hugs the side of the glass.
What the fuck? Where's the smell? This smells like it has not been out at sea at all.
No whale sperm been up by it.
No. It's no Skyman product. We used to be pirates. Shut up!
They bootlegged. Al Capone had dealings with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dealings with this Sleeman Brewing Company.
Yeah, 100-something years
We're
ago.
not talking about the Sleeman Brewing Company.
Right. I'm sorry.
We're talking about Ontario's
I
first
apologize.
craft brewery.
We got on the pirate thing, and then one thing led to another.
Yeah,
and
come on, Sleeman some more.
Smell-wise, it's not an IPA.
there's nothing there. There's no smell at all. Like,
Here, I'll pass the bottle to these guys. They can sniff it. But
Like,
really,
seriously,
there's
The official
absolutely
tester of how terrible it could be.
smell that.
there's
no smell.
There's a tiny bit of hops in there, but for an IPA, it
There's like
smells
the
more like an IPA.
faintest smell possible.
I'll give it. It smells more like an IPA than Keith's.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't smell like a corn soda.
No, it actually smells like there is hops in there instead of hop extract.
Hey, you're paying like $3 for Keith's.
Yeah, it's Keith's India
You know what?
cooler.
It looks fine, smells bad for the style. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Keith's IC.
IPC. India Pale Cooler.
Trash. Garbage. There's nothing. Like I don't taste anything.
But okay, are you saying trash because it's not an IPA, or are you saying it's trash because the beer actually tastes like shit?
The beer doesn't really taste like much. Like seriously, taste this. Tell me if that tastes like.
And I can pick up the hops. They're not hugely apparent though.
Seriously, taste that. It doesn't taste like anything.
Nope.
It just tastes like a generic fucking corn soda.
Not even.
It really is, but I'll say everybody thinks for like, oh, here's an IPA. That's probably the first one, like, yes, the one that doesn't taste like an IPA. I'm all about that, man.
That's right. This one, the one that doesn't taste like an IPA.
I'll say, I don't think
Okay.
it's bad.
It hits your tongue. Almost no malt profile. There's a little tiny touch of sweetness. The back end, you do get you get some bitterness, some hop bitterness at the back end, but not
very
much.
little bit of hops. Like not. Like it's more accidental that there's that much hops in your product.
You get the hops taste, and then it dies, and then a few seconds later you get a little bit of an eminence of bitterness, but it's more like a bready bitterness, like biscuity.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship, respect, and pride.
That's
That's what the label says.
Actually, can I see this for a second? Because I was told that the cans in Nova Scotia said something, and I need to know.
This doesn't taste like.
Okay, it does. Here's my question. Read craftsmanship for me, please.
Craftsmanship. Our brewmaster's great love for great beer has been the heartbeat of this company since 1870.
Now, here's my question about that. If you guys opened up in 1982, how the fuck has it been your thing since 1870?
Pride. Waterloo Brewing Company is one of the Canada's first craft breweries and proud recipient of many international brewing awards for quality.
That's true. I'll give them that.
Well, quite frankly, you
But
give
truthfully,
Labatt
would you give
Pilsner
this something over, say, Alexander
lager.
Keith's? I would.
This
If
like
you put them both in an IPA category, this would get it before Alexander.
you know
Keith's.
what? These would both lose to Labatt 50.
Somehow,
Hey,
yes.
it's not a cream. You back off. It ain't a cream beer.
Okay, I'm extremely disappointed in this. This just doesn't taste like anything. A traditional IPA, it's not an IPA. Like it's
not
maybe a PA.
No, I'll
Maybe
give
an
it, I'll give
A?
it it's an IPA. I'll give it it's
Really?
truly-
How?
You can feel
It
the
actually
bitterness.
does hit the characteristics, just the very bottom end of the characteristics.
Yeah.
Truthfully, this would be, you know how people say you're introduced to an IPA by Keith's? This is what you should be introduced to an IPA with.
Go up.
I guess, yeah.
This is what should be the bare minimum for an IPA.
But you shouldn't. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, maybe.
But if you drink this and you say you're an IPA lover, you're not.
as a highfalutin craft beer drinker, this is a craft beer company. Why the fuck are they making an intro beer? Like a
Because
traditional IPA
they
intro
basically
beer.
become a pseudo macro company. They're still technically a craft because they're a smaller brewery.
Garbage.
But they put out so much stuff so far across the country that they're more like a macro company now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is crap.
It's a company that basically makes most of its money off of budget beers.
Yeah.
Like Formosa and Red Baron and Red Cap. And
so they're a
Lager.
macro. They're a macro wannabe, and they basically this is probably a corn soda.
Definitely no.
See,
Like, do you think? Like, I'm just suspecting the fact that it's so
Thank you
weak
for that one.
that and like the
This
color
one?
and everything.
you
It just
actually handed
it just
me
looks like a
the
corn soda, and it smells like a corn soda, and it sort of tastes like a corn soda.
Shyster.
And maybe it's just me,
The
but
shyster. Like the dude that scams you.
I'm sorry. I don't see this as being anything but a complete betrayal of all craft beer.
okay.
This is the Quisling of craft beer.
Before we give our mark, well, give your marks out of 10.
Out of 10, for what this should be, I'm giving it a 4. That and the craftsmanship. We've been around since 1870, 1982.
Yeah, they opened in the 80s. They were Ontario's
112
first craft brewery.
Gonna go
I
back
might be
in time.
Maybe at a time.
You know what? It's been a long time
Listen
since
there,
I've done an interview with a
Virginia.
brewmaster. This might actually have opened up in 83 or 81, but it's in that 3-year span between 81 and 83.
Real early.
So I mean, they were Ontario's first craft brewery. Well, before I go on to the spiel, I'm going to give it a 5.5. Just because, truthfully, it does... You know what? I'm not going to take away marks about this yet. I'm going to rant about this in a second.
You should take
But-
marks off of that. That actually does impact on the
just-
beer.
No,
Hey,
the beer itself...
and the label
beer,
fell
beer.
off. You can't. You
The
don't know
beer
it's there.
itself,
Doesn't matter.
5.5.
all
You know
about
what?
beer.
It actually hits the characteristics it's supposed to hit. It's just not very good at it. It's a great introduction beer. I think this is what people should drink over Keith's if they're going to want
Well,
to drink an
anything
IPA.
over Keith's, yeah.
Now,
for sure.
for this, first off, your nice label, your new labels
over
are
Keith's?
okay. I like the
Anything
boar
over Keith's?
myself. Second off, this handmade by a brewmaster's thing, every beer is handmade by brewmasters. Well, I should say is made by
Except for
brewmasters.
robot
Budweiser.
beer. Robot
But
beer.
like-
Maybe.
but like-
I mean,
by people.
Molson has a lot of machines doing a lot of the work.
Yeah,
But there's still a brewmaster making
Yeah,
it.
yeah, there's still a brewmaster there.
And you know what?
obviously.
A lot of craft breweries have a lot of
Fucking
computerized
18-year-old.
stuff.
Who's
doing
gonna
things.
be able to pour the cream corn into the batch?
That used to be people doing it. But anyway, my only complaint about this entire bottle is that 1870s shit. That stuff pisses me off. Now you're fucking with people by lying about marketing.
Yeah.
This marketing thing, you know what? You guys were a brewery that was meant to be, well, not meant to be, but you guys were a brewery that went off on a tangent and made all budget beers. Okay, fine, whatever. But this lying to people about being in the company since 1870 bullshit is pissing me off right now. I'm not even going to continue this fucking, like, your beer's okay. This isn't. Bye.
Yeah, this is garbage.